Coming to a different, myth. I don't know whether it is a myth or a factual or a science-based thing regarding the porn use, the variability in men and women. Because culturally, it's generally assumed that men are more visual and women are imagination. They get turned on through imagination. So, but my question is, of late there have been reports saying that a lot of women have been using porn, and women are one of the fastest growing consumers of pornography. And also a recent brain imaging study showed that there isn't much of a difference in the way sexual arousal happens in men and women. So my question is, taking all these things into account, maybe a few years or decades down the line, do you think that many of these our cultural assumptions regarding the way a man and a woman gets aroused may still be true?
That is a really good question. And I think things can shift over time. I think our understanding of these things can shift over time. And I think for most of porn, for most of the history of pornography, it was made for men, right? Absolutely. So it's using the male gaze. It's made to make men happy. And then we're saying, well, women just are less visual. And that could be the case, but I think it's challenging when the porn is made for men and to please men, yes, and then saying, well, women don't like it as much, so they're less visual. Yeah. But vision in humans is our primary sense, right? So if you think of a dog or other animals, their olfactory system is their primary sense. In humans, it's our eyes. Right. And so that is the main thing for all stimuli. We rely on our eyesight to navigate the world. So it's really important for all humans. It is possible that men are more visual. There is some convincing evidence of that. But at the same time, when there's more porn that's made with women in mind, yeah, they're going to get aroused by it. In my research laboratory, I bring people in and we show them porn made by women for women. Yeah. And it's still very explicit, but it just... there's clitoral touching, there's women actually experiencing pleasure, and the participants in my research lab, men and women, both get aroused to it. So I think the idea, women also read a lot of romance novels that have a lot of sex or erotic stories. And I think part of that is then you can create what you want to see, right? Whereas porn is often created by men. Yeah. When you're reading a book, you can imagine it however you want. You can imagine the people looking however you want. So it just allows for more of the female gaze, I guess.
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is in your research lab, when you have a explicit porn movie which is shown to both men and women, there is not much of a difference in the way they get sexually aroused, right? That is what you're saying.
Yes, that's correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay.